Here are today's biggest moves on the Indian stock market, analyzed straight from the exchange filings by flashfinance.news. 10 stories, ordered by market value from the largest company down, what changed, the key numbers, why it matters, and what to watch. Let's get into it. Story 1. PTC Industries. PTCIL shareholders approve QIP capital raise and increased borrowing limits. What changed? The company has received formal shareholder authorization to raise fresh equity capital through QIP and has significantly expanded its legal limits for borrowing and making intercorporate investments. The key numbers. QIP approval rate, 99.52%. Section 186 limit approval, 94.24%. Market cap, Rs 26,523 crore. TTM revenue, Rs 603 crore. Current debt to equity, 0.05. Why it matters? PTCIL is in a capital-intensive growth phase targeting global aerospace OEMs. These approvals provide the necessary financial war chest to fund capacity expansion and forward integration into precision machining. What to watch? Investors should monitor the upcoming announcement regarding the specific size and floor price of the QIP, as this will determine the extent of equity dilution. Additionally, track the deployment of these funds into the titanium casting facility and the integration of the TPSL acquisition. Story 2. Sterlite Technologies. Rs 960 crore order win from domestic telecom operator for optical fiber cables. What changed? STL has added a major domestic contract to its order book, securing a significant portion of its future revenue for the FY28-FY29 period. The key numbers. Order value, Rs 960 crore. Order versus TTM revenue, 22.4%. Execution period, FY28 and FY29. TTM revenue, Rs 4,277 crore. TTM PAT, Rs 50 crore. Why it matters? The order win validates STL's domestic market leadership and helps mitigate recent revenue volatility, though the back-ended execution timeline means immediate P&L impact will be limited. What to watch? Investors should monitor the company's ability to maintain margins on this contract given past tariff headwinds and watch for the commencement of execution in FY28. Story 3. Zee Entertainment Enterprises. SEBI debars ZEL for 2 months, Puneet Goenka and Subhash Chandra for 12 months, Rs 1.48 crore penalty. What changed? SEBI has finalized its investigation into the unauthorized pledge of company assets, moving from interim restrictions to a formal debarment and penalty order. The key numbers. Promoter debarment period, 12 months. ZEL debarment period, 2 months. Total penalty amount, Rs 1.48 crore. Loan value secured, Rs 400 crore. Land area involved, 17,639.64 SQ meters. Penalty versus TTM PAT, 0.55%. Why it matters? The debarment of the MD and CEO for 1 year poses a major leadership risk and reinforces long-standing corporate governance concerns, potentially impacting the company's lean restructuring strategy. What to watch? Monitor for any stay order from the Securities Appellate Tribunal, SAT, and watch for potential management changes or an interim CEO appointment if the debarment stands. Story 4. Latent View Analytics. Latent View appoints Sonal Ramrakhiani as CEO, discloses Rs 151 crore valuation dispute for DPPL stake. What changed? transition in top leadership with a new CEO and the formal disclosure of a legal valuation dispute regarding the final 20% stake in Decision Point Private Limited. The key numbers. Disputed valuation gap, Rs 151.05 crore. Seller claim for 20% DPPL, Rs 221.9 crore. Company estimate for 20% DPPL, Rs 70.85 crore. Gap versus TTM PAT, 74.4%. DPPL Q1 revenue, Rs 27.01 crore. Why it matters? The CEO change is a major leadership shift for a mid-cap IT firm. The valuation dispute is financially material, as the difference in interpretation, Rs 151 crore, is substantial relative to the company's annual earnings. What to watch? Investors should monitor the legal proceedings regarding the DPPL acquisition, as a ruling in favor of the sellers could lead to a significantly higher cash outflow than budgeted. Story 5. TV Vision. TV Vision enters insolvency, SERP, creditor claims invited by 13 August 2026. What changed? Control of the company has shifted from the promoter's board to an interim resolution professional, IRP, under the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code. The key numbers. Insolvency commencement date, 30th July 2026. Claim submission deadline, 13th August 2026. Net worth, minus 144 crore. TTM PAT, minus 34 crore. Estimated process duration, 180 days. Why it matters? This is a terminal legal process for the current corporate structure. The company will either be sold to a new bidder, likely wiping out existing equity, or liquidated if no viable resolution plan is found. What to watch? Monitor the NCLT proceedings and the IRP's updates regarding the Committee of Creditors, COSI, formation. Equity shareholders typically face significant dilution or total loss of value in IBC resolutions. Story 6. City Pulse Multiventures. City Pulse to acquire 98% stake in ERECH Trade API LLP for Rs 4 crore. What changed? City Pulse is diversifying from its core cinema and OTT business into the e-payment services sector by acquiring a controlling 98% stake in an LLP. The key numbers. Acquisition cost, Rs 4 crores 13,065. Stake acquired, 98%. Target FY26 turnover, Rs 4,035.59 crore. Acquisition versus TTM revenue, 50%. Acquisition versus net worth, 4.25%. Why it matters? The target's reported turnover is exceptionally large compared to City Pulse's current scale, potentially transforming the company's financial profile, though the low acquisition price for such high turnover requires careful scrutiny. What to watch? Monitor the completion of the acquisition and the subsequent consolidation of financials to verify the margin profile and legitimacy of the target's high-volume turnover. Investors should also watch for any regulatory hurdles related to e-payment licensing. Story 7. Gokaldas Exports. 99.95% shareholders approve merger of BRFL Textiles with Gokaldas Exports. What changed? Shareholders have formally ratified the merger of BRFL Textiles Private Limited into Gokaldas Exports Limited. The key numbers. Approval percentage, 99.95%. Public shareholder approval, 99.93%. Total valid votes polled, 4,65,79,878. Invalid votes, in favor 38,25,567. Why it matters? This merger is central to Gokaldas' inorganic growth strategy, integrating BRFL is expected to provide operating leverage and support the company's expansion in the global apparel market. What to watch? Monitor the final approval from the NCLT Mumbai bench and the subsequent integration timeline of BRFL Textiles assets into Gokaldas financials to assess margin impact. Story 8. Roadstar Infra Investment Trust. Rupees 473.72 crore settlement received by Roadstar Infra subsidiary from NHAI. What changed? A major contractual dispute between the subsidiary PSRDCL and NHAI has been resolved with the actual receipt of cash. The key numbers. Gross settlement amount, Rupees 499.09 crore. Net amount received, Rupees 473.72 crore. Settlement versus December 2025 revenue, 174%. Receipt date, 31st July 2026. Why it matters? The substantial cash infusion provides immediate liquidity and supports the trust's goal of deleveraging, which is critical for improving the financial risk profile of infrastructure trusts. What to watch? Investors should monitor the next quarterly filing to confirm if these funds are utilized for debt reduction as per the trust's stated deleveraging strategy. Story 9. OSIA Hyper Retail. OSIA Hyper Retail, 4th COSI meeting held amidst ongoing insolvency process. What changed? The company has progressed to the 4th formal meeting with its creditors under the insolvency framework, indicating the process is moving toward a resolution or liquidation decision. The key numbers. Total debt, Rupees 171 crore. Market capitalization, Rupees 51 crore. Debt to market cap ratio, 3.35x. SERP initiation date, 29th April 2026. COSI meeting date, 28th July 2026. Why it matters? This is a terminal event for the company's current structure. The Committee of Creditors now holds decision-making power over the business, superseding the board and shareholders. What to watch? Investors should closely monitor NCLT disclosures regarding the approval of any resolution plan or a potential liquidation order, as equity value is typically wiped out in such proceedings. Story 10. Kato Motors. Rupees 300 crore investment commitment and launch of Urbanova K9 electric bus. What changed? Kato Motors has officially entered the commercial electric bus segment and announced a massive manufacturing expansion plan following its reverse merger into a listed entity. The key numbers. Planned investment, Rupees 300 crore. Investment versus net worth, 3000%. Certified range, 150 plus km. Seating capacity, 31 passengers. TTM revenue, Rupees 0 crore. Why it matters? This represents a total pivot in the business model from a dormant shell entity to a high-growth EV player with significant government-backed capex and international tech partnerships. What to watch? Monitor the company's ability to convert this product launch into a formal order book from public transport authorities or fleet operators. Track the execution timeline of the Rupees 300 crore capex plan, as the company currently reports zero TTM revenue. That's today's market wrap. For the full AI analysis of every NSE and BSE filing, visit flashfinance.news. Like and subscribe for daily market updates. Educational analysis, not investment advice.